Hello everyone, and thank you so much for joining my channel. So today we are going to talk about my wish list for 2022. Every year I do this. I talk about the things that I kind of want to acquire for the year. One year I went so far as to put myself on a quote shopping diet, and my wish list was all that I was allowed to buy for the year. Needless to say, that didn't work. I lasted 6 months and blew my budget. But no budget this year, but I am going to go through some of the things that I really want for 2022. Some things that kind of carried over from the previous years, or new things that I'm kind of eyeballing. So let me get right into it. The very first thing on my list is a pair of Jordans, and I think I mentioned that on my Christmas wish list. It's definitely something that I've been eyeballing for a few years now, for many years now. But I just didn't want to spend the coin required to buy a pair of sneakers. Reason being, I have a ton of sneakers. Why am I going to spend that much money on a pair that's just going to be in a rotation of 1 million? Sneakerheads would probably cringe at what I just said. Yes, they would cringe because they have hundreds and hundreds of sneakers, and some even into the thousands. I am not necessarily a sneakerhead, but I do enjoy sneakers, and I would like some Jordans, maybe even some Dunks, but like the low top ones. But I want some Jordans like the 1980 whatever 687 version. I like the one with the elephant skin. I like the cage ones. There are a few that I like, and I would do any of them. Granted, they come at the right price, but 2022 Jordans are on my list. The next thing on my list are leg warmers. They are on my list, but they're not on my list. Let me see. I have 3 pairs. Leg warmers are, whether you realize it or not, are going to be hot for this year. It might, like, I have in my gut, I feel this thing about what's coming around and what's going to be in certain years. Whether I see it on a runway or not, I just know it's something that people are going to pick up on. And the reason why I felt like the evolution of the leg warmers are coming up is because last year I started to see a peak of leggings with the stirrups, the ones that go under the foot. Back in the 80s, stirrups and the leg warmers were one and the same. When you saw one, you saw the other. When you saw the other, you saw the one. And something tells me that it's going to be back in vogue again. I've always been wearing them. I love leg warmers. I love the really chunky, thick, long ones. The ones that go from your thigh all the way down. Those are the leg warmers that I like. Very super chunky and slouchy. So I will be investing in a few more of those. I have 3 today. I have a black, a gray, and a red pair. So I may be investing in maybe a white and a tan or something, maybe a couple more pairs. But leg warmers, trust me on this one. If you like them, now's the time to get them before, there's competition to get them. If you find them, go grab some. The next thing on my list is another backpack purse, and I haven't decided which one, but I do want to get a backpack purse. I want to get a brown one. I've not had a brown one yet. I have a rainbow, I have a pink, I have a black. I'm sure I have something else in between, but I would like to get a nice supple, juicy leather, brown leather one. And I haven't decided if I want to go plain like a Madewell, or if I want to do something designer. But we'll see what pans out for the rest of the year. But you guys, I still love my backpack purse, even though I'm starting to dabble in the crossbody space again. I still like my backpack purse, so I'm going to find one of those to kind of scratch my itch this year. The next thing on my list is another pair of boots. I always pine after some pair of boots every year. One year was the LV logo Wonderland Lust boots. Another year it was the Doc Marten boots. Another year it was white combat boots. And over and over again, this ends up on my list. So needless to say, I love boots. This year Louis Vuitton has made it to my list yet again. And I am loving on, I don't know the name of it. Oh shoot, I'm going to put it up on the screen. But it is a pair of black Louis Vuitton boots. It has the logos embossed into the leather, and then a little patch of the coated canvas with the typical LV logo on them. I think those are so cute and so cool. Now this is a far-fetched thing. I would really have to come up on some really big money this year in order to invest in something like this, but I think they are just over $1,700 for these boots. So You and I both know how I roll, and $1,700 shoes would never make it into my rotation unless they were gifted, unless I won them, unless I found them super cheap, like 90% off, you know, something like that. So we'll have to see what evolves for this year, but it's definitely on my list. The other thing that's on my list is matching diamond studs for all of the piercings in my ears. I need a combination of the flat back helix ones for all of this and then the same type of studs for the lobe piercings, etc. I have not found what I like yet, and I'm just kind of, so I found some, but the metal was cheap, so I don't want that. I want something that's not going to irritate my ears, all the things. So I have some work to do. I have some digging to do and some research to do to find what I'm looking for. But I want to be blingy from top to bottom on both ears. I'm weird. The last two things are pretty interesting. One will come to you as no surprise because we've been talking about this over the past year or so, and I'm looking for a new house. I currently, and I've shared with you before, I currently live on the south side of Chicago, and I am looking to move to downtown Chicago. I think that will probably come to fruition, you know, sooner than later, because in places that have 4 seasons like Chicago that have a distinct winter is the best time to purchase a house. It's not ideal. You don't like going out into the elements and buying the house. However, the houses that are on the market at that time are because they have to sell, not because they want to sell. And you get the best deals. People are typically selling out of duress, and they need to sell that house. So you can strike up, you can negotiate some pretty juicy deals during the winter. So I am banking on that for this winter, and hopefully I can, you know, luck up on something that I love and brings me that state of zen that I'm looking for. But yes, yes, a new house. The other thing that kind of is in tandem with the previous, but may come as a little bit of a surprise, is a new bike. I have a bike. It's a cross between a mountain and 10-speed kind of bike. It's in my basement, and what can I say? I don't use it. However, it's because it's not perfect for me. Somebody gave it to me. It was something that somebody bought and left somewhere, and like, I have no use for this. Do you want it? And I took it. I want to get a bike that's more tailored for me, and the reason why I say it's in tandem with what I just mentioned is if I'm moving downtown, I won't be driving around much. I'll be walking or biking to where I need to go. I won't even have a car. So that being said, I'm going to need a bike that's going to serve me well, and I want to be more active and physical. Right now, I am the heaviest I've been since 2009. Yeah, this is the heaviest I've been since 2009, and I need to find a way to incorporate things that keep me active that don't feel like work or working out. And I think having a bike to get from point A to point B is one of those things. You know, it serves 2 purposes. It's functional, getting around, you know, transportation, but it also helps me to stay fit. So I want to get a new bike. All right, guys, so that's all on my list. I don't know, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 things on the list this year. I will keep you posted again as we kind of check these things off the list. I will keep you posted on what we all got and what we didn't get. I have no idea where my list from from last year went. I wonder how well I did last year. We'll have to take a look and see. But I'll let you know how we go and how progress is going. So that brings us to the end again. Thank you so much for watching. If you like these types of videos, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you don't like these types of videos, let's do something avant-garde. Let's do something different. Hit the thumbs up anyway. Subscribe anyway, and share it with your friends anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.